Hello and welcome to Redeeming Thunder. My name is Erica and I'm here to give you chapter 65 part 1 of the Revamp Productions given to me on 12/12/2025. This one's pivotal. This also references a dream I had on 12/5/2025. Now there was a revamp. That means a new highway. During the same time, I had come across a prophetic word by Samuel E. Malumbe saying clues that 5 signs that your Boaz is coming this month. Okay? So I know that I received it in 12/12, but it's basically in that same month. Hallelujah. Okay? That's why you need to be on the lookout, because we're already in March. And you're going to start this dream that I'm going to explain is going to explain details of who it is. You might have crossed paths with many potential individuals, okay, to be the one, but you're not crystal clear who it is yet. So you've just been crossing paths, okay? But now, these are clues of what the Most High is doing. So Samuel E. Malumbe says he's going to send them your way. He's going to send signs every now and then. He's going to bring you together in the same place to work on a project or assignment together, to evaluate how well you work together, and to do life together. He's going to show you how he makes you feel you a better person or a happier, more positive person while you're together. You're going to be in your feminine or era, okay? You're going to do a lot more self-care and self-love. And this person is going to make you feel whole. And he's going to support you, and you're going to become the best version of yourself around that person. Okay? Those are huge clues. Okay, so now the dream. Oh, excuse me. It came to me as a vision. Okay, while I was praying. And in the vision, I saw there was a hallway. And this person was standing against a light gray wall. Okay? Excuse me, against a wall. And he got, as I was standing there praying for him, he got taller and he got bigger. And somehow this man had supernatural strength. And he threw the door down. And he walked out the door and he slayed 3 one-eyed monsters. Okay? So now the dream on 12/5/2025. This one I saw, there was a light gray wall, and this individual was standing near the wall with his arms up as if he was holding onto a bar. Could have been a pull-up bar or something. And yeah, so he was holding both of his arms above his head, just holding it. And he was tall. Okay, just like the first vision. He was initially shorter, but then he grew taller. And then he had bigger muscles than the individual at the beginning. Okay? Like biceps, triceps were larger. And he had a smile as if he was smitten with you. Okay, and then and then I heard this woman say something. So there's a woman that was standing there. So he was wearing all gray outfit. So it was light gray, and she was wearing it looked like to be some kind of athletic apparel, and it was light gray as well. And there was this woman that was standing that was fit. She looked toned and fit and healthy. And she had long hair and a ponytail. And anyways, what was interesting to me is that both of them were wearing light gray blue. Okay? And they were amongst equipment, gym equipment, it seemed like. And so she says to him, "You are the one that's going to train me." Okay? And he looked like kind of looks impressed and in admiration that she chose him to train her. And yeah, so he smiles at her, and his eyes were twinkling, and his pupils dilated a bit when she said that. Okay, and then he had like this strawberry blonde hair, but I could not see his face. I could just see like a smile, but his face was kind of like blurry, right? So then she was hunched down, and this other lady was laying on the floor face down, almost doing like some kind of plank. And the woman that was fit, she was now a trainer, and she was on the floor with the other lady that was in pain, and she was assisting her with some kind of exercise. Okay? And looking up, I saw like a row of mirrors with equipment, and it looked like some kind of gym setting. And through the mirrors, I could see that one man that she was talking to that had that light gray outfit, athletic outfit, was watching her, but then walking to the side, just monitoring, but just allowing her to take the lead on that exercise there. Okay. So I will give you a description of what it means to be in a gym setting and to wear the same color outfit. And so the clues here are, you're going to be in sync in your beliefs, and I think it represents the clothing. And then you're going to be healed. Okay? He has a lot to do with your healing. He has a lot to do with contributing to your wholeness. And that is phenomenal news. This is some great clues. So what the Most High wants you to do is, if you haven't done so already, He wants you to make sure that you are in your divine alignment. And you need to be, if you're supposed to switch wherever you are working, or typically going to that grocery store or that department store, or if you are going to a clinic, or you're going to somewhere that He told you to be, and He told you it's time to switch, you need to do that switch. Okay? Because this is the replacement spouse. This is, and if you noticed, what I noticed in the vision and dream, that initially the person was shorter and not as much muscles. Okay? And I'm not saying that person wasn't strong, but I'm just saying the second person was taller and had bigger muscles. This is like the third or fourth dream that I see that pattern. Someone that's coming for you may have the same color hair or may have the same color skin, or the same color of eyes, but it's just taller and stronger. Okay, because you had done a prayer, praying for the individual, and what created in that dream was someone entirely different. So the replacement spouse is better option for you. And I'm not just saying because he has bigger muscles, although that is a plus. And he's taller, which is a plus. I'm not saying that those are bad things. Those are great, actually. But it's not just talking about physical appearance. It's talking about someone that has, is going to use their authority in the spirit. Okay? It's talking about someone that is going to be embracing the supernatural strength with integrity and boundaries. And is going to be bolder. Okay? So, now, on 12/12/2025, there is another dream. Okay, so here we're going to give the dream. And so what was interesting in the dream is this woman kept saying, "I know who he is," which was very interesting. Okay? And so now receiving this dream in December, but it's not going to come into full realization of who it is until March. So I'm recording this in early April. So once you come into terms with watching these videos, it starts manifesting into your life. That's why you want to like and subscribe, and you want to stay tuned and be alerted and watch the next prophetic video, because it comes true in your life if you're one to receive this in your life. Okay? So, in the dream, I saw a group of people who were giving instructions. It was almost like a scavenger hunt. It was at Adventure Park, and we were given a map of instructions on clues to find the future ordained spouse. Okay? So there was 2 other people that were with, which couldn't see the faces. It was cut out of this scene, as in they were tall. Could have been angels. And they were on the team, as the same team, to discover who it is. It could be people on this earth, or it could be angels delivering divine revelation to you, such as also this prophetic word. Okay? And as soon as the scavenger hunt began, they had a timer, and they said, let's begin. I said, I don't need this map. I know who it is. And the group was with me also said, I know who it is too. Almost like in unison, all felt that, all perceived the same. Okay, yet nobody is revealing it together yet. So the group had planned to go to the director and tell them who it is. Because once they get the answer right, well, they won, right? The competition. Okay, so what was interesting is that nobody had shared who it was in the group, who they thought it was. But they were all talking about the same person. So in other words, hallelujah. Okay, the Most High is going to give you supernatural intuition. And not only that, but that person is going to live their life with intuition at the forefront. They're going to be someone It's highly intuitive, is drastically emotionally intelligent. So it's reading all these unspoken words and body language and feeling it in the spirit. Why? Because his spirit is going to recognize yours. Because now remember, these dreams and these visions are little imprints of what your spirit has already lived. So you're just coming into remembering what you already have lived. Okay? But you were in the spirit form, and now you're in physical form, and now you're on earth. It's like living prior several dimensions of time before. Okay? And then the earth was made. Remember, the Most High said, before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you. He's saying a whole bunch right there. This is exactly what he means. So even your ordained spouse is going to recognize you. So it's going to feel like a supernatural connection. And it's going to build soul tie quite immediately, even though you guys have not been sexually intimate. Your spirits are in unison, connected. Why? Because you are of his rib. Quite literally. So he recognizes you because part of him is in you. So he recognizes himself. So he can't unsee what he's seen when he sees you. Okay? But now it's going to take there was a chapter, I think chapter 63 or 64, saying, now it's time for you to open your eyes. Because now he already has his eyes open. Now you are supposed to open your eyes now and see who it is. Okay. So now they went to the director and they were going to share who it is. There was other group that took off on the hunt, and they were walking around and so they had walked to the left side. Okay, that was a dream. So there's an intuition that's going to come to play now, where you're going to get an idea of who it is. Okay? You're using your supernatural abilities now. Because you're not just human, you're supernatural. And that's what the journey of my Supernatural Diaries on Redeeming Thunder channel is. I'm trying to help you learn how to have a relationship with the Most High and how to be supernatural. Okay? So don't forget to like and subscribe and share to those that need to hear this. Because we're walking on this earth, but we're like from a different world. And you're remembering. Hallelujah. And so anyways, when I woke up in the morning, I was like, that was a very interesting dream. And in that moment when I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, then who did I think it was? Who? Right? I could not think of who it was in that moment. But in the dream, it was like so real. I felt like I just already knew the answer. So now this revelation is going to come into play now, and you're going to already know something. Because this already was given to me in December. Okay? In March is when he was going to give you humongous hints. Now we're in April. So this prophetic word is being placed on the channel, on earth as it is in heaven, on the appointed times now. So right as you're watching it, it's going to come into revelation to you. Hallelujah. Shalom.